Hello, beautiful people. How are we doing? How are we doing? You know, I titled the stream "Come Chill While I Eat," but while I've been getting ready for stream, I've been eating. So this was not a very well executed plan by me, so to speak. Hey, pizza. Well, let's see. Let's see what I've been sent. Glizzy in my head and I do not waste my time. This is glizzy, I'm on my. Okay. Glad I was sent that. Okay. Yeah, I can't deny it either. I love hot dogs. I love hot dogs. I'm gonna go serve myself more food. What a day it's been for me. I've been in bed. I think the only time that I've been up. Yeah, the only time I've been up is to take my medication. And I have my next dentist appointment on Wednesday. My sutures broke. I need to email them. I've been needing. What the fuck? You know what? Hell yeah. Anyways, I've been needing to email them about my sutures breaking for the longest time. But I just haven't. Plus, my mouth hasn't been hurting, so I don't think it's a problem. What the hell? What the hell was that? Ain't no love in Oklahoma or something like that. Sometimes older phones be doing that. I don't know what kind of phone you have, but I remember one time I logged onto my old ass iPod Touch, and the iPhone SE. That's an old phone. I remember having my old iPod Touch. This was like maybe a couple years ago, but I found it and I powered it on. And I didn't have a charger because it was that old like rectangle ass charger for the original iPod Touch. And I was like, man, once this dies, this is probably dead forever. And it was on like 1% for like an hour. And it would go from 1% to 3% and just fluctuate between that charge. And I was like, what the heck? This iPod is invincible. And then it died. And now I have no idea where it is. That is not what I meant to do. Ain't no love in Oklahoma. Wait, how did it go? I don't remember how it goes. I built the most hype Thanksgiving menu. Okay.
We're gonna combine all. This video sponsored by Typhus Sync Gold Duo. Tis that time
You
of
listen to
year
Luke
again
Combs?
when the social media algorithm recirculates the same cooking videos to us to celebrate the holiday spirit. Scouring across the internet, I've compiled a list of the
Man,
most creative, viral, highly
I'm
rated
hungry.
Thanksgiving recipes, ranging from Gordon's famous bacon armor
Dude,
turkey, Teeny's
I'm
mac and
telling
cheese.
you,
In
I've
the
been in
end,
bed
we're gonna
all day. I
combine
mean, I
all the
got out,
flavors
I fed
together
my
into
chickens.
one ultimate leftover waffle sandwich. Today, we're establishing the most hyped Thanksgiving menu.
I fed my chickens.
You guys already know
I took my medication.
Culinary studio like Wiseman.
I laid in bed, took a nap.
It's an NYC apartment, okay? The space is limited. I do have these 2 ovens though. I'll do the best I can.
I
but
woke
maybe I'll
up.
have to divide the cooking up into
I
2
watched
days.
YouTube. I ate
I
food.
think it'd be nice to start with a
I
hearty
took a nap.
curry soup. The best one is either tomato or butternut squash.
And then
this
I woke up
recipe
again.
combines them.
Took my medication.
I just love when
And
people
then
rip
got
apart
ready to
bread like
stream.
that and dip it in soup. I found this similar recipe with basil for us to follow. Basically, these are our foundational vegetables. We're gonna do a simple bake and blend.
Today has been very
First,
productive.
I'm gonna do half of a butternut squash. Squash is actually my favorite vegetable. I know the comments gonna tell me it's a fruit. 18 ounces of tomato. I don't really feel like.
So now I've
measuring.
decided I want to learn how to
One
cook.
onion, 1 bunch of
And plus
fresh
Thanksgiving's
basil,
coming
and
up.
lastly, about 8 cloves of garlic. Heavy
What
pinch
are our
of salt,
Thanksgiving
a little
plans,
black
chat?
pepper, about half a cup of olive oil. And let's toss it a little bit. This feels like I'm making a really bad salad. 425 for 45 minutes. All the vegetables
Shout out to our
beautifully
grandmas.
roasted. Dump it straight in. About half a cup.
We love our
of
grandmas in this
fish
chat.
stock. The vegetable stock smells like fish sauce. Practicing witchcraft. Okay, this is as smooth as I have the patience for. Half a cup of heavy cream.
That honestly looks really
This feels
good.
like apple picking upstate New York, cuffing season, meeting a girl in a New York City bar type of fall. So
Okay.
you know, I always see people do like a swirl of olive oil. I never understand why. Oops. Poor blending job. Damn, I never expected butternut squash to work so well with tomato. This kind of tastes like a tomato soup, but amplified in terms of thickness, richness.
I'm not a big
It has that
soup
subtle
guy.
starchiness that makes it really
Is soup
spicy. I'm
fire?
gonna give it a 9.1. Very impressed.
I
After
gave it a
soup, let's get the
9.1.
turkey out of the way so we can get to the exciting
I
stuff.
can't remember the
One
last
of
time I
most
ate
iconic has to be
soup.
Gordon Ramsay bacon covered turkey. So many contenders come up every year, but this dish remains undefeated. The exact same recipe video uploaded to YouTube and got 8 million views. Twice. How did we let a British person define the main dish of Thanksgiving, by the way?
That looks like $1 million.
That is
We're gonna
crazy.
start by making a compound butter.
How did he do that?
Unfortunately, I
They don't
forgot
even
to take
celebrate
it out of the
Thanksgiving.
fridge and let it soften first. So we're gonna have to use my premium butter softening method, trademarked. I mean, thankfully we're not in prison.
Ew.
After that display of genius, we'll start seasoning the butter. Juice, a lot of parsley, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Well, currently, it is at a state that my sister have threatened to put me in many times before, with its neck shoved up its ass. I feel like I'm taking care of a baby. It shouldn't be too different from this. To do the Gordon method, you gotta separate it. There's gonna be a
Hey,
little
crayons.
layer of membrane in between.
How'd your stream go? How far along are we in
The
Silk
skin
Song?
is actually more elastic than we think. We'll do the same thing to the thigh as well. It feels kind of good.
I'm
I'll
learning
try
how to
get my
cook,
face into
so
it.
that way I can
Before
invite all
starting
my
the video,
subscribers
Gordon also broke open the skin from the neck side, but I'm gonna
to my
keep it
house for a
enclosed
big
here, 'cause I
Thanksgiving
found
dinner.
that when we stuff the butter inside and bake it, it drips all over the place. But if
So
we keep
subscribe
this
if you
part
want a piece
closed,
of
the
turkey.
butter's gonna dwell
Are you a
here
turkey or
and
ham
rest
guy?
a little better. Very generously. season
Got to the
all over the
Coxworth
place.
Heart or something like that.
Time to get the butter all stuffed.
I like that fight.
You know what? I just
Or
had an intrusive thought. This intrusive thought came about me thinking
I
about
like
our
that
next
mission.
steps. In Gordon's video, we're gonna have to drip some olive oil on top, bake in a temperature
Your
that
birth,
can't be, baste
both.
it, put bacon on top.
Pizza's
baste
a
it some
turkey
more,
guy.
bake it another temperature at
I'm not even
280,
gonna
and then
lie.
probably baste it. Ain't nobody got time for that, man. I tried this recipe
I
once
love
before.
ham.
The bacon
I'm a
did
big
get a little
ham
crispy
guy.
and protected the breast, but the skin on the turkey
What
was a
the
little
fuck?
soggy.
What the fuck? What the fuck? That's not true, my brother. Meat is not meat. Every meat contains different things that can help you in the long run. Plus, some meats are fattier than others. Those are the ones you want to avoid. Those ones are not good for your health. This is just going to stay on my screen forever now. I hope y'all know this. I'm not going to lie, though. My brother makes one hell of a turkey. One hell of a turkey, may I just add. He smokes that Johnson. He does something crazy to it. Say pour all up. But I think I'm a turkey guy if my brother makes a turkey. But other than that, I'm a ham guy.
Because, you know, it was covered by the bacon. I'm thinking, why don't we chop the bacon up instead and mix it into the butter so it stays on top of the breast underneath the skin, so slowly render out the fat. This way we probably don't even need to baste
That's
it.
honestly,
Let's
yeah,
say
that's
the
honestly a
slow
great
editing
idea.
method leads to crispier skin and more tender breast.
I was
Now,
thinking the
this
same thing,
bowl
chat. Are y'all taking
is
notes?
what brings business to every cardiologist. A little bowl of bacon and butter, stuff it under the skin, and just, you know, push it forward. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we do want the most amount of butter to accumulate around the breast. You know, one year I made it for my family with pancetta instead of bacon. That was awesome. Next year we'll try guanciale. Seems to be the superior cold cut. All fun things happen after you pull back the skin. And
One
the
time
remainder of the
I
butter
dressed the turkey.
is,
I dressed
fill
the
in
turkey
some
one
capsicum
time.
with onion,
And I'm not even
lemon,
gonna
a
lie to
little
you.
subtle acidity, bay
I
leaves,
felt bad for the
whole
turkey. I
bunch
know
of
it's
thyme,
dead
2
and whatever.
sprigs.
And I was just all like, bro, is this
Parsley
hurting the
we used from
turkey?
earlier, always
Is this
room for
okay?
garlic. Every Thanksgiving, my mom's signature cardboard
Oh
turkey
my
unites the family
god.
together. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, you know. The key to having the perfectly cooked turkey is what Carl Jung called integrating the light and the shadow, which in culinary terms is treating the white and dark meat separately with extra care. That's where the Typhus Sync Gold
Taking
steps in. Real-time
screenshots.
dual probe monitoring tells you exactly what's happening inside both spots. It stays connected even through walls. You can chill anywhere you want in the house and the bird gets
Crayons, you're not
When
a
breast
cook.
reaches 155,
You don't
we
know how
take
to
it out
chef
of
it
the
up.
oven and let the residual heat carry over the cooking to reach the ideal temperature 165. With everything on display on the monitor, perfectly cooked turkey, no guesswork, just Typhus Sync Gold. And on Black Friday, they're gonna have the lowest price of the year with extra 15%
Y'all
off
can't cook
with my
anything at
code
all?
Canoe Gold. That's code Canoe Gold for 15% off.
Like if y'all are home alone, y'all are like dying.
This, we can just squeeze it back into the drippings and make a gravy out of it. That's a lot of time in, like a whole bunch. I'm never good at time management. Take out the thermometers, butcher a bird.
Dude, I haven't had a grilled cheese in fucking ever.
Bacon, herbs, lemon zest, seasoning. Cut along the bone, separate.
You mean you've reheated
Kinda looks like stuff.
SpaghettiOs?
The closer to the bone it is, the better. I'm gonna try the oysters. Okay, great fat distribution, extremely tender. Finally, let's take a bite of the wing. While the bacon fat is rendering out, it sort of bastes and protects the turkey rather than having to open the oven door constantly and like baste it yourself. Besides that, it looks a little messy after carving. Everything's great. And with the help of Typhus Gold Sync,
Dude, that looks really nice and moist.
that was a lot of work just done. Moving
And it
on to
looks
probably
kinda
the
fire.
easiest recipe of the
I mean,
day,
if he would have plated
cranberry
it better,
bread appetizer. This literally looks like what my
would
mom
probably
used
look
to make and
like
nobody
been
eats.
better.
The creator of it, Feel Good Foodie, loves cranberry. She makes like cranberry from scratch and stuff.
Here's the Thanksgiving recipe you can make today.
Hold on. Hold on. Do y'all like cranberry sauce? I might get a lot of hate for this. Do y'all like cranberries or like cranberry sauce? Or the cranberry thing that they always have? Because this is going to be a controversial take. I've never had it. I don't even know if that's a controversial take. I've never had cranberry sauce. And if I have, I don't remember. I like the color of it. It's a nice deep red. But I don't be. I see it. I know some of my family members be eating that shit straight out of the can. But I've always just been like, I don't know what that tastes like.
This will last for 3 weeks.
This next dish is gonna seem really suburban. Brie container, I'm gonna cut out a little hole for it. Spit it out. Wow, that is some bad bread. So with everything we scoop out, we could save it and bake it, season it, turn it into breadcrumbs. Whole is a brie. Push it all the way to the bottom like that. Now we're putting a whole crane of cranberry juice. A few thyme flour, cut in a circle like a blooming onion.
I've never had a blooming onion either.
Cute volcano. Ready to go into the oven. 350. Nicely toasted.
Wait, you can cook cranberry sauce?
Lid it off. Oh, nice. Alright, this time. Look at that. It's definitely melted.
Wait, is cranberry sauce sweet?
Cheese and cranberry mix all together.
I mean, I would guess it is.
I've had something really similar to this before, but it's with a thick jam on top. I prefer the cranberry because it's less sweet, more acidic. It balances with the brie better. And the thyme on top adds a lot of fall vibe, but I don't like bread, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Can we be watching Dispatch? I would rather play Dispatch.
How can it be a hype Thanksgiving menu?
I've been
without
avoiding
potato
Dispatch
gratin?
episodes
Today's
because I
potato
plan on
gratin is
playing it
not
next
just
week.
Any potato gratin is a Hasselback potato gratin from one of the most OG YouTube cooks, Kenji. This recipe was actually created in the 18th century at a Hasselback restaurant in Stockholm. Even though the recipe called for russet
Stockholm
potatoes,
syndrome.
I'm gonna switch it to Yukon Gold for the creamier texture, sweeter smell, and the less earthy flavor.
Unimportant to the YouTube video. The other day I made mashed potatoes and oh my god, they were fire.
Black pepper. White pepper will work.
But
for
then
the
again, it's just mashed
powder.
potatoes. Mashed potatoes go hard. I love any form of potatoes.
1 ounce of
I would probably slub myself
2
out for
ounces
potatoes,
of
man. I'm not even gonna lie.
4 cups of heavy cream. Cover every single slice. I feel like I'm doing laundry in the 1800s. As he did in the video, we'll stack it evenly like that. Sort of like the ratatouille from Ratatouille.
Ooh, chat, should we legally watch
But it's gonna
Ratatouille?
taste the same, guys. Doesn't really matter. I feel like the crispy edges, though. You know what? I'll do it. God damn it. Top it off with the same cheese as before. 1 layer of Parmesan, soft, smooth Gruyere. It looks nice. It looks like Switzerland
Isn't
in
that
the winter.
world record pace? If you did it in 5 seconds, submit it to the book Guinness Book of World Records.
Very good. Nice.
Dude, that looks
neatly
so
stacked.
good.
That's how it started. That's how it ended. Just like your favorite anime series. It smells so good. Let's get a cheesy part. Huh? Damn.
Wait, did he broil that or bake that?
1 layer of Parmesan, soft, smooth Gruyere.
He baked it.
It looks nice. It looks like Switzerland in the winter.
That looks so good though.
The Yukon Gold potatoes texture is so creamy, but they still have that layered texture to it. The funkiness from Gruyere and the sharpness of the Parmesan. And the potatoes create such a great foundation to take on all the
Should I buy a
dairy
Mandler?
dinner at its finest. I'll give this a 9.4.
This next recipe is actually appropriately named after the activity that we do at Thanksgiving, stuffing ourselves. But for my family, this dish should be named Eat Till We Throw Up.
The idea of
Stuffing? I've never had
is
stuffing either.
stir-frying
Is stuffing good?
bread with
What is
vegetables and
stuffing?
meat. It's kind of gross. We're just gonna bake it for a really short amount of time so it gets a little toasty.
See ya, pizza.
Peeled celery. I'm gonna chop it relatively small because I don't really like celery. Mushroom's gonna shrink a lot, so I'm not gonna chop it.
What the heck? Reddit be sending me the most crazy things. Denver teacher accused of engaging in sexual contact with her student in school locker room, her home. Denver teacher accused of engaging in sexual contact with her student in school locker room, her home. A Denver area middle school. Oh. Oh. Middle school teacher. Okay. She's already a bad person. But let's figure out how bad of a person she is. A Denver area middle school teacher has been arrested and now faces multiple charges in connection with the sexual assault and exploitation of a child. Teresa Wallen was arrested on Monday. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office said on Wednesday the 28-year-old was a gym teacher at Ranch View Middle School in Highlands Ranch and has been employed by the Douglas County School District since July 2021. Wallen was charged with sexual assault on a child by one in a possession of trust, internet exploitation of a child, and stalking. The sheriff's office says the school's district was alerted to arrest and is cooperating with the investigation. Wallen has since been placed on administrative leave and was taken to the Douglas County Detention Facility, where she's being held on a $50,000 bond. What? The craziest thing that happened to me in high school was one of the teachers was caught smoking with some of his students. That was it. some people be living crazy lives. And also this is wild. Cause how are you a 28-year-old gym teacher with children, bro? Some people are disgusting. According to the arrest, okay. I haven't had weird things happen to me whenever I was in school. According to the arrest, affidavit filed in Colorado's 23rd Judicial District on Monday, Wallen admitted to having a sexual relationship with the victim, which lasted over a year. Ew, dude, what the heck? It only gets worse because not only was she sexually active with the child was also actively hurting himself, and she didn't report that. She then began to stalk the child after the child broke up with her. Imagine dumping a 28-year-old woman and being a 28-year-old woman stalking a child. Middle schooler, by the way. Dude, some people are wild.
But
Back to
welcome
Thanksgiving.
back. So we want the pan to be
Oh.
piping hot. Salt. We see some minor reactions starting to happen. We'll make a little center well. Put in a mixture of hot and sweet sausage. In the video, the
Glizzies.
lady described this process
You know,
as
whenever my doctor, my dentist, whenever she clears me to eat whole foods, because right now I'm not eating because I'm scared of breaking my sutures or ripping my sutures, which one of my sutures ripped. So I need to email her tomorrow and be like, hey, one of my sutures ripped while I was brushing my teeth. Like, my mouth doesn't hurt, but I thought I would let you know. But anyways, I can't wait till she like tells me, clears me. She's gonna be like, all right, you can eat Whole Foods again. First thing I'm doing, going to Sonic, and I'm buying a foot-long lick, and I'm taking that bad boy down both hands, bro. I'm telling you. And it ain't funny. Dude, crazy stuff has happened to crayons. Anyways, I'm telling you, my family has been sending me like TikToks of Glicks or like of videos of them eating hot dogs, and I'm like, bro, I wish I could have a hot dog right now. Also, hey Heather, how are you?
Remove the foreskin. The foreskin.
Well, I like to say it with the professional culinary term. This step is called circumcision. Saute it into the aromatics. I feel like this is already good. Why do I have to add bread? There's some rosemary chopped up, as well as some thyme.
Don't worry about it. Worry about it.
Bread from earlier.
What?
This is when we can introduce.
Don't worry about it.
The reason why we dry the bread, we wet the bread, and then later.
So we're
we
not
dry the
worrying
bread
about it.
is
Got
to
it.
Turn the texture from crispy to kind of crunchy but moist in the center. Into the oven 375 till crispy. Sausage, bread.
Wait, is stuffing just bread? What is stuffing? I've never had stuffing.
Vegetables. Flavors are really good, very herbaceous, a lot of aromatics. Somebody pre-chewed a German dog for you with bread. Stuffing is usually my favorite. I guess I just love sausage and buns. What can I say? 9 out of 10.
People all over the internet have seen it. This recipe has garnered over 100 million views.
Wait! I've seen this! I've seen this and I saved it on my personal TikTok. Because I was all like, what if I made the mac and cheese this year for my family?
And every time it's recreated, it gets a lot of attention. Something about Teeny's recipes all look so simple but so good. If I have to pick my favorite food influencer of all time, Teeny's probably among the top consideration. We dedicated a whole video on this dish before and it received the highest rating on this channel, a 9.6. So naturally, we have to include it. But this time,
Bro, his
even
camera
all the
quality has
recipe
gone
word for
up
word, making no
crazy.
substitution whatsoever, doing what I do best, following the instructions.
Tina really stresses that we need to grate our own cheese for that freshness. This is a whole pound of Kobe Jack.
What's y'all's
Half a
favorite type
pound
of cheese?
cheddar to add
Y'all
that
be honest with me.
sharpness. I don't really want to grate cheese anymore, so there's a whole pound of corkscrew. That's 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of flour. Sometimes I feel like cheese has such thickening abilities. I don't even make a roux for mac and cheese. Garlic powder, paprika, salt. Once it's bubbling like that, we can add in our liquid. It's a can of evaporated milk. Pour that in slowly.
Cheese with
After the roux is,
holes like my
pretty
aunt's.
smooth, garlic and paprika. I love 2 whole cups
Wait, cheese with holes?
of heavy cream.
What? I feel like that's
Barely
a lot of
enough to
cheeses.
boil, we turn the heat off. Add in half of the cheese from earlier. 30% mac, 70% cheese. Mix it up. Forgot that Tina always
Did you mean like
adds
Swiss
a
cheese?
tablespoon of mustard. It's gonna give it more depth. Sort of like a contrast. Secret ingredient.
Swiss cheesing the
Macaroni.
The sound of the cheese rubbing together genuinely gave me flashbacks to like the worst date I've ever had. Strap in, boys, or buckle in. Sit down, relax, get a nice drink. I'm about to tell y'all about the worst date I've ever had. Um, so I was a young buck. I think she does. I think she does like Swiss cheese because it has holes in it. But I was a young buck. Freshly out of my first real relationship at around 19 years of age. And I do what any sensible teen does at that age. I download Tinder. And here's what I found out fast. Hookup culture is a big thing on that app. Look, I don't make the rules, I just play the game. But I matched with this one girl. And I'm like, oh yeah, she's cute, she's pretty, blah blah blah. And we start hitting it off, we start shooting the shit, and it's like instant connection. Well, I wouldn't say instant connection. It was good. The talks were good. So, me being the gentleman that I am, I'm like, let's go do something. Let's go hang out. Let's meet in person. And she deflects. Keep that in mind. She deflects. And she just goes ghost. And I'm like, scared her off. So I just go on with about my life. And then about 12 hours later, I get a response. I get a response from her saying, "Oh, my bad, I was busy." And I was like, "Oh, busy for 12 hours," but I'm like, whatever, I don't really care. So I respond, I'm like, "You're good. You're good. I don't really care." And then we start talking for the entire day again, and it's good. It's good. Like it's never a dull moment. And then I'm like, all right, let's like go hang out. Let's like get lunch or something. And she deflects again, but this time she doesn't leave me on ghost. She just says she's busy. And I'm not one to be like, "You lying bitch." I take everybody's word as it is, as said, and I'm like, "Oh, you're busy? All right, let's plan for whatever." And I'm like, "When are you free?" And then she's all like, "Actually, I'm busy this entire week." So I'm like, "Okay, not worth my time." So I leave it at that. I'm like, "Okay, well, that sucks, but happy life, I guess." And I leave it like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna play this game of yours, whatever. Like we're having a good time. I want to see you, but like if you're just gonna keep on actively avoiding me, whatever, I'll just move on to the next person who wants to see me. So I let her know, and then I go ghost mode. Like I'm like she was just like talking to me or whatever, and I'm just not responding. And then maybe a day later at around like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, I get a message, and I'm like, oh, what the heck? Why is this girl texting me again? And she was all like, I made time. Let's go to this place. And it was a public area. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, sure, I'm down. It was also mainly because I had nothing to do that night. So I was just all like, yeah, sure. Let's go hang out. And send my friend my location where I'm going. I'm strapped. So if I die, if I attempt to get murdered, I'm good. But if her profile was anything like she was, I'm pretty sure I was good unless she had a gun. Thankfully, she did not have a gun. But I'm more of just all like, I'm doing this so I can get food and not, I'm finna go see this girl because I had already moved on from that girl. I was all like, I'm glad I didn't get invested in this one. But I pick her up, or I get to her house. I get to her house, and this is the first big red flag. She hops in my truck, and dead ass first thing she tells me, okay, so I know I low key catfished you. And I'm looking at, I don't do this in front of her. I don't do this in front of her, but whenever I get to that, whenever I got home, after I dropped her off, I was all like, yeah, this is definitely not the girl who I was talking to. I was just all like, oh, brother. Oh, brother. So I'm already like, chalk it up, go next. I'm not interested in this girl at all anymore, at all. And she then continues with, we can still have a good time. And I was just like, sure. We get to the place, we get to hangout spot, and I'm not even gonna lie, I was a dick. I was being a dick. Cause she was like, are you hungry? And I was just like, yeah, I can eat. And we go to this food court. And to just avoid paying for her, because this bitch did not have her wallet. I shouldn't call her a bitch. That slipped out. I apologize. This girl did not have her wallet, had no purse, had nothing on her but her phone. She went and ordered from I can't remember the place. She went and ordered from a place, and I go, I'm not really feeling that. And I go to a different store. A different what's it called? Fast food restaurant. I think I had Chick-fil-A that night. Because we were in a food court. And she dead ass just gives me like a death stare. And I'm just all like, you thought I was paying for you? My bad. And she did not eat. It's probably the worst thing I've ever done, but she didn't eat. And here I am with my Chick-fil-A. And so she's sitting down. We sat down. I'm eating my spicy chicken sandwich. And she's talking to me about her ex. And I'm like, oh, brother, she thinks this is a therapy session. She thinks I give a damn. And I'm just like, I'm just hitting her with the, yep. That's crazy. As I'm like shoving more fries into my mouth. And then I don't remember how we got there. I don't remember how we got to the topic. But we got to the topic of cooking. And this is where the mac and cheese things came to my mind. Cause she told me, she was like, "Oh, I know how to cook really well, actually." And I was all like, something I can talk about with her. And I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome. Like, mad respect for you. I wish I could cook." And I was just like, "Oh, what do you like to cook?" This lady has the nerve to look at me dead ass in the eyes into my soul with a straight face and say, "Box mac and cheese." Bitch, what? You don't know how to cook? You know how to read the back of a box. And it took everything in me not to laugh because she was so serious. And I remember telling her, I was like, "You eat it with a side of Chef Boyardee?" And she's talking to me about this box mac and cheese that she loves making. And I'm like, "Oh my god, dude. I'm actually like wasting my time here." And what she says to me is she's like, "I be chefing it up too. Like the mac and cheese so good, you can tell by the sound." And she says it's what good pussy sound like. And after that, I was just like, "I'm done. Like, I'm done." Like, I was like, "I'm getting kind of tired. Are you ready to go?" Like, I'm a little tired. When I tell you I was fed up, and then we somehow shift into politics. She did. She did. She found a way. She found a way. But we somehow shift into politics. Mind you, she shifted into politics and she asked me what I thought about Trump. Because at this time he was serving his first term. And I was like, "I don't like Trump." And she's like, "Really? Why?" And I was just like, "Bro, don't start. Don't start. You're not smart enough to have this conversation with me." And this is all before we can get back to the truck. This is all before we even left the place. And I'm walking a little in front of her cuz I'm trying to get the fuck out of there. And then she's like, "Okay, wait, I have to use the restroom." And I'm like, "Okay, let me wait for you while you use the restroom." And I'm sitting down on a bench. And then she sits down right next to me. Her thigh starts touching my thigh. And I do the like little shimmy to like, I'm like, "All right, don't worry, like get off of me." And she doesn't get the hint, and she scoots closer again. And then I'm like, "Oh my god. Please. Please." And she starts playing with my hair. And at this time, I had longish hair. She starts, like, feeling, and she's like, "Oh, you have, like, really nice, thick, soft hair." And I, like, get her hand, and I, like, push it off of me. Or, like, I put it back on her lap, and I'm like, "Thanks." And then she starts playing with it again. This time she moves her face, like, really close to my cheek, and I lean away from her. And I'm like, "Okay, are you ready to go?" And she's like, "I'm a little tired from walking. Like, let's just stay here for a little bit." And I'm like, "Fine." And then she brought up her ex again, and I'm like, "Free me, release me, please. Please release me." And then her talking about her ex somehow got sexual? And she, like, looks at me, and she's like, "I can give you a good time." And I'm like, "Ew, are you ready to go?" She was like, "Oh, my ex never did this right. No, my ex never did so and so right, but, like, you look like you can do everything right." And I was all like, "No, are you ready to get out of here? Like, are you ready to go? Like, I'm tired." And we're walking back to the truck. And she's still, like, kinda on me. And now I'm getting uncomfortable. And I apologize for my youngins in the chat. I apologize for my youngins in the chat. I'll try to make this not as what's it called? But we get into the truck. The second okay, she, like, sprints into the truck. She sprints into the truck. Beats me in there, and I was like, "Oh, no, I'm dying. I'm dying." But I'm like, "Oh, well, if I die, I die." So I hop into the driver's side of the truck, and I close my door. The second I close my door, little setting, like, to give you an area where we are, we're on a rooftop parking lot thing. Nobody's around us. She leans over to me, and she's all like, "Let me go down on you." And I'm like, "No. No, let's go. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am." Let me tell you, the drive back to her house was so uncomfortable for me. So uncomfortable to me. I'm just like, she's just talking about anything. And I'm just like, "Bro, what are you rambling about?" And I get to her house. I get to her house, not a single word I have said to her. Not a single word I have said to her because I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable as hell. and she leans over to me again. And I seat back, like I like sit deeper into my seat, legs crossed. And I'm like, all right, you're home. Get out. I don't tell her to get out, but I did say, all right, you're home. And she looks at me and she's like, I had a really good time with you tonight. Would you want to do this again sometime? And I just go, no, not at all. And now she's upset. Because she just went like, she was like, what the fuck is your problem? And I was just all like, I'm just not that into you. And she was like, what was it? Like, is it something I can change? Because, like, I want to see you again. And I'm like, look, I'm not your person. That's all. And then she starts, like, begging, like, pleading or something. And she's like, I can change, though. And I was all like, I look at her and I was just like, you're home now. And she just goes, whatever, fuck you, gets out, slams the truck door. And I'm like, I would have preferred dying. I'm not even gonna lie. I would have preferred that girl to stab me than whatever the hell I went through. But after that moment, I was all like, you know what? Tinder's not for me. Maybe I'll stay single and just hang out with friends for a while. Because in one night, 2 hours was too long to hang out with that girl. 2 hours was too long, and in those 2 hours, I got catfished. I was a therapist. I got hit on. I was made uncomfortable and touched without granting permission. And then I was heavily hit on in my own vehicle. It was like a jump scare, man. It's like it was like Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's whenever he jumps over the desk. That's how like fast she like leaped over the center console to tell me what she wanted to do to me. And I was all like, no, no, no. Hey, your seat is fine. I need to drive. It was an experience. One that I never want to go through again. But luckily ever since that moment, I've never had a bad date. I wish to never experience that ever again, and I hope no man or woman ever has to go through that. Cause oh my god, that was horrible. And it wasn't even the catfish part that got me, cause like I could have been catfish and had a great time. But anyways, let's get back into making mac and cheese.
Layer of cheese. Another layer.
All
Of
right.
cheese.
I don't think I want to get back into. I don't think I want to watch mac and cheese videos anymore. What the fuck?
No bald spots. Just like George Costanza's head. With the oven on 375, we'll put this in until the top gets nice and golden. This is looking extremely crispy. Flip that cheese pull. Well, every time I have Teeny's mac and cheese, I get so excited. It's super easy to put together, and judging from the amount of cheese we use, it's hard to imagine it's bad. When you can hear that a dish is gonna be good, let's give it a taste and rate 1 to 10, huh? There is just so many layers of dairy flavor. You got the evaporated milk, heavy cream, 3 types of cheeses, all blended up together into a smooth sauce. And the
Oh my
cook skills
gosh.
to just collect
Dude,
it all. That thin
I got a
layer of
TikTok earlier today on how to
caramelized
fix
cheese
my
on top
phone.
is the perfect contrast. We've tried so many
Because
mac and cheese
whenever,
recipes on this
because I
channel,
have
and
the
nothing has
I have the
beaten
newest
it.
iPhone.
You know what? In an upcoming video, we're gonna try to improve upon this perfection. 9.6 out of 10.
After 3 pounds of cheese, bro, we gotta have some vegetables. I found this simple vegan roasted Brussels sprouts that look really good. I might have to make some replacements though.
Trim it, keep it in a hole, boiling it.
Whenever you would take a screenshot with the new
Brussels
phone,
sprouts are
it takes up
fucking
your
good.
entire screen and you can't do anything about it.
Doesn't look good.
But with my old phone, when you screenshot, it would move it to the bottom corner and you can edit it or like push it away with the screenshot. What am I chewing? I'm not
That
chewing on
was
anything.
Much needed. The recipe said we're gonna
Am I
have to
chewing on
top it
something?
with a bunch of nutritional yeast mixed with oil. You know what
Anyways,
nutritional
but I
yeast is?
got
It's
a
vegan
TikTok today and it was all like, "Are
optimized
you
for
tired
real.
of this setting?
It's like
Here's
a
how you
thick
turn it
layer
off."
on
And
top.
I'm like, "Bro, my
Now
FBI
it's
agent
done.
is the fucking best."
350 for about 30 minutes till it gets crispy.
Cause I don't be taking
Alright,
pictures with my
this is better
phone,
than I expected. It looks ugly,
but
it
I
looks
do
good.
be I do be
Good.
taking a lot of screenshots. I'd
That's
want to
my
say
favorite
that
song.
a
Definitely tastes
third of all
better
my
than
photos are
boiled
screenshots.
Brussels sprouts, but doesn't improve it that much. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10.
Remember for the Thanksgiving video last year, we made a lot of pies.
And the
so
other
if
day,
anything's
I
from good
counted
to
how
boring
many
for you,
pictures I
maybe
have
look
of
at some
myself.
pie alternatives.
Oh, well, I was eating, and then I finished eating before I even started streaming. What a quirky thing of me to do. What a quirky, what a quirky, what a quirky thing to do of me. What? What? What a quirky thing to do. No, what a quirky of. Wait, what a quirky thing of me to do. Wait, is that right? How do I say this? Okay. As long as you're okay. Oh my god.
This year. First one being a no-bake pecan pie dip. Yeah, it sounds like what my sister will make her husband right before she cheats on him.
As she
What?
said, all good dips
Bro, this guy's crazy.
starts with a block of cream cheese. 2 cups of whipped cream. What's wrong with this thing? Oh. I think I'm in hell from the gas. I think the purpose for it is have the cream cheese to be a little fluffier. Then why don't you just whip the cream cheese then? 2 sticks of butter. Half a cup of brown sugar, third of a cup of corn syrup. America actually runs on Cairo, not Dunkin'. Vanilla extract, crushed. Please don't ask me why, but the recipe also called for an egg. Pecan egg scramble. And when it looks like it could be the center of a pecan pie, we'll shut off the heat. Base dip, pecan filling reduction. I guess that is it. No big pecan pie. Alright, dip it in with some graham crackers, cream cheese. You know, I wouldn't say it tastes like a pecan pie. It actually tastes better because we doubled the sugar amount. I just can't get over how it looks. Looks like a soup of some sort, like a moldy cheese.
And for our next pie alternative, or attacking the apple, taking on an American classic. And just to foreshadow the secret ingredient, I'm gonna say Rick and Morty season 4 episode 8.
So here I have 2 Granny Smith apples, my least favorite kind, mostly because of the color. They're getting a little brown. This dish is called the potato. Wait. This dish is called the apple dumplings. You'll see what I mean in a sec. Oh, came off a little prematurely. I thought this was
Story of my life.
a little triangle.
Am I right, chat? Sorry.
Is this how you do it? A little triangle and wrap.
I feel like
the
I've made
apple
these before.
in it, like a stuffed croissant. 16 pieces side by side. Okay, we'll set this here for now. We'll make a glaze to go on top of it. 1.5 sticks of butter, a whole cup of sugar, cinnamon, vanilla. So once the center starts bubbling and reducing like this, that means the sugar is integrated into the butter directly on top of our potato dumplings. Unfortunately, I have to follow the next step, which is a whole bottle of Mountain Dew. I really didn't make it up. I feel like this is the Thanksgiving of the Smith family with a vat of acid all the way to the top. Wow, one of the more questionable things I've made so far.
Why is that? You know, there back in the day in school. Oh my god, this got so fucking big. Back in the day in school, there used to be these like apple things that the school would give us, and it was like some apple cinnamon type thing. But I loved it so much. I have no idea what it was, but I want it like anytime I see Granny Smiths, I want it so bad.
The worst thing has happened. I didn't commit myself to a whole afternoon of oven cleaning. Thank God I do have a bottom tray, but I think my pizza oven is toast. This is looking way better than I expected. Seems like a great apple pie alternative. Got kind of fun.
All right, dog.
It's super moist. I can't believe how fluffy the crescent dough got, considering how much liquid.
I'm
is
literally
on it.
just
The top
I'm
is
just
not
here, man.
really crispy.
I'm living.
That's a disappointment. But besides
And this
that,
is the
it's super
reception I
moist. The
get.
apple got perfectly soft. It doesn't replace a good apple pie, but it's pretty close. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. This is just begging for something. to
Literally,
die.
what did I do to you?
The hot and cold, the syrup is just liquid gold. Hashtag bars.
To recap real quick, I'd say that was a pretty successful Thanksgiving feast. Each recipe had its unique value and put in.
Heather, I don't like that you keep on calling me old. I hate that you're slowly transforming into the next Bede. And it sucks now because Bede isn't even here. Bro, I'm not even old. Was it yesterday that you... I'm not. I'm literally not. I'm literally not. Yesterday, I think she called me a 70-year-old. And she said that I have back problems and that I complain about my back problems. For no reason.
Together definitely can help us hype up next Thursday. My personal favorite, the Hasselback gratin, but only that once.
You and Bert aren't right.
The stuffing exceeded my expectations.
I don't even know where Bert
There
is
was
right
a
now.
bias against soggy bread. Least favorite, Brussels sprouts. Even though I love the Brassica family, but Brussels sprouts is definitely the worst, just like me and my family. It is the next day. Opening the fridge, we find a bunch of leftovers with oil all coagulated up and stuff. To utilize them in a creative way, let's try out.
I'm going
This
to
is the best way I've discovered to eat leftover Thanksgiving food. Turn it into a waffle.
You know what I'm gonna do? Whenever I get a face cam, and the Merritt has missed a lot of streams lately. Actually, she was here yesterday, but she left early. So not too much on Fart. Plus, Fart has been going through a little rough patch right now. So I don't blame her for missing streams. Can we get some we love farting in the chat? Wait, why did I say farting? We love fart in the chat. So that way if she joins, she'll know. But whenever I get a face cam, the first thing I'm doing whenever y'all see my face is I'm doing a backflip. Literally, if I was old, then how come I am about to catch this fly that is flying around in my room right now?
That gets topped with leftover mashed potatoes, turkey, cranberry sauce, and gravy. And yeah, Thanksgiving leftover waffle.
That's perfection.
To make this leftover waffle idea, I want to make a waffle sandwich.
Okay.
Middle.
I do have bad knees, but it's not because I'm old, okay? I have bad knees due to soccer injuries when I was younger. I have a torn meniscus in my left. Well, I tore my meniscus in my left knee, and then I tore my MCL in my right knee. Do not bring my knees into this because you don't know what they've gone through. I'm not old. That's the thing.
It's gonna be sliced up turkey breast. The waffle batter.
My knees
itself
have
is
been
gonna
through
be
a lot,
combination
okay?
Of all the leftovers we have. I'm even gonna combine.
I hate I hate that my brother is lying on my name right now. Oh my gosh, don't make me pull up the clip. I'll pull up the clip of me breaking my knee right now. I will face reveal right now, just so y'all can see how I broke my knee. I'm not in denial. I'm not old. I could still run a sub 6 minute mile. Well, actually, maybe not sub 6 minute, maybe sub 7 minute. I'm not old. I'm probably the fastest one in this chat room. Oh my days. Chat, we're gonna race.
With leftovers from daily life. Roasted potatoes.
Crayons,
mac and
you
cheese,
just turned 18, bro.
pasta with
What are you on
grilled
about?
Chicken, broccoli. I feel like I'm making a chopped cheese sandwich.
This looks disgusting.
Chop it all up. To hold it together, we're just gonna do a little bit of pancake batter mix. 2 eggs. I mean, my whole life I've been a waffle person, but recently I feel like I'm starting to prefer pancakes, especially like a nice fluffy one. But this is gonna be one of the most.
Chat, are y'all a pancake or waffle
I'll
people?
ever have. Some milk to loosen it up. Spray it down.
Need me one of those sprayers. Oh my days.
It's kind of dripping out. That's why I have this collector. So thoughtful.
Did he flip it? You're supposed to flip the pancake.
It's screaming a lot. I feel like it's about to bust open.
Hell yeah. Heather, I knew I liked
A
you.
little less batter.
You're chill. When you're not calling me old.
Immediately, we'll dress it up. Cranberry sauce. Get it into each hole. Turkey slices. Dress it with some mustard. Add another layer of Frank. I was just gonna say we're gonna cut it diagonally. I guess every way to cut a circle is diagonal. Geometry. Look at that. What a great cross section. Totally didn't expect it to look this good. Excited to taste it.
It is a waffle, but he used pancake mix. Is there a difference?
This tastes even better than the Thanksgiving meal itself. I think from now on, this is the only way I'm gonna eat leftover.
Dude, this actually looks so bomb. One thing I want to do is that whenever I do actually like show my entire body, I want to do cooking stuff, man. I want to do cooking stuff. Let's ask ChatGPT. Cause like I love bacon, baking, not bacon. Misspelled difference and pancakes. Pancakes and waffles use very similar ingredients, but few key differences in batter and cooking method make them taste and feel different. Batter differences. This is really what I care about because, of course, the texture and all this other shit, it's different. Waffle batter has more fat. Pancake batter is lighter and runnier, giving them a softer, fluffier texture. Oh, waffles have more fat and sugar. Really? This makes waffles crispier and more caramelized. I've made waffles and pancakes before. I don't think I've ever noticed how much sugar I use in them. Look, my sister loves my pancakes. Waffles, yeah. Cooking method, yeah. I already know that too. Waffles often taste slightly richer because of the extra fat and sugar. Pancakes taste lighter and bread-like. I love pancakes. Both can be topped with fruit, whatever. So the difference is just one has more fat and sugar. I didn't know that. And I've made pancakes and waffles a lot.
The waffle is
Well, not anymore, but
it kind of tastes like one of those savory Korean pancakes, and the sweetness from the cranberry is very impressive. It's like all the best part of Thanksgiving coming together. And the best part,
y'all be watching this guy?
I eat it in front of my family, so 9.2 out of 10.
Oh shit, no, what the heck? Get me out of here. Y'all be watching this guy? Jack Davis? He's a professional nature documentary person. And he be uploading like National Geographic level of videography onto YouTube. Hold on, he had one about wolves and bears. Oh, like that's the one I watched. See, bears. Oh, he's only, what the heck? He's only uploaded 4 times. I watched all of these, bro. The bears one was fucking sick. Frozen Yellowstone, wildlife film by BBC cameraman Jake Davis. See, he's a BBC cameraman.
Winter tightens its grip on the Yellowstone ecosystem. This is a trial all wildlife must.
Bro, that's fucking aura. That's fucking aura. Imagine sitting down in the middle of a snowstorm and just being like, man, I wonder what I'm gonna eat.
Some prepare to leave, while others settle in. It is a season
Bison.
of opportunity
Otter!
and great adversity.
Ooh, moose!
Welcome to my new wildlife channel. I'm thrilled you're here. My name's Jake. I'm a wildlife cinematographer, and in my career filming nature shows for the BBC and National Geographic, I've traveled all over the world in pursuit of...
Heather, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Sorry, I made that inappropriate. Actually, that's sick.
passion for wildlife. And now I'm starting this channel to share that love of nature with you all in a format that's a little bit more personal. So for this episode, I spent nearly 2 months filming wildlife in sub-zero temperatures as winter arrived here in the Yellowstone ecosystem. There's really a lot that's going on in a relatively short period of time as wildlife are getting ready for what ends up being over 6 months of snow and ice. And so for me, this was a really cool opportunity to immerse myself in the environment during this time and just film and observe. I really didn't have a storyboard at all for this film. I just went out there with an open mind and kind of let the story unfold on its own naturally. And in the end, I really couldn't believe some of the incredible wildlife moments that I got to experience. And now I get to share it with you. So let's dive in. We pick up this story in late November. Winter from the peaks begins to settle here in the valley. the landscape undergoes a vast transformation for which all life must adapt in one way or the other. Ice builds rapidly.
Tell me why my
and open
homegirl
water
sent me a
becomes
thing
scarce.
saying gun to your head,
So
and
life
they tell you
stagnates.
if your homeboy shows up on time, you get to live. I ain't ever late to things,
Wherever it
and I
remains.
find that disrespectful as fuck.
For these flocks of coots and redheads,
What the heck? They made ducks from a wild robot real? Or was it a goose? They made goose and geese into real things?
staying here is not an option.
Whoa, those look so sick.
And so they begin an annual
Bang! Bang!
milder weather.
Bang! That's dinner right there.
This harsh seasonal transformation favors
Yep.
the opportunist,
Those are birds.
a coyote.
Whoa, dude, this is literally just like in a wild robot.
Any of these birds would do, but they seem to be just out of reach. Something else catches her attention.
Ooh, otters!
Patience.
These
could
are
be
also
enough
in a wild
to
robot.
steal a fish. But this family is wise to her. So she resumes hunting for herself. Her sensitive ears detect movement under the snow.
Swing and a miss.
But it evades her.
Here we go next, man. We go next.
I've always admired the coyote's persistence. And downriver, she's on to something else.
A bear.
Though what it was remained a mystery to me.
Well,
I had
it's a
just
mystery to
walked
me,
over
too.
this frozen ground and noticed nothing. She paws at the frozen dirt and then breaks through.
What the heck?
She's on to something. But she needs to dig deeper.
Oh, she's eating dirt. Girl, that's not good for you, girl.
Now,
There's no
using her
nutrients.
jaws as a shovel, she's making progress.
Bro, I had no idea coyotes did this. Yuck. Ew. Yuck. Yuck.
Her tail twitches faster. She's getting close.
Wait, what'd she get?
A muskrat.
Ah.
A meal well worth the effort.
That boy is fat. Holy shit.
To survive here, it helps to see the opportunities that others might miss.
I feel bad for the muskrat, but that's nature, man.
Winter tightens its grip. The snow that falls will now coat much of the land until May.
May? What? Wait, did he say
Some
May?
mountains even longer.
Did he say until May? Or in May? Wait a damn second. Where are we at?
Ice seals most of the open water shut. but a few holes remain. The perfect opportunity for otters.
Oh, that one fell. What a fucking dumbass. Look, he fell again, bro. Learn how to fucking walk.
This family can take advantage of winter's lower water levels to trap the fish that are concentrated below.
Mr. Otterton.
As long as they can find holes in the ice where they can enter and surface to catch their breath. No fish here.
What the fuck? Oh. I want
And
to
so,
pick
in
one
what
up and
looks to
throw
me
him.
like play as much as work, they check their fishing spots, hole by hole.
Do you think if they catch a fish, they share it? What do you got, Mr.
And
Arterton?
they've come up empty again.
Oh my gosh.
So far, it's 0 for 2.
I think they got to resort to cannibalism, honestly. Otter on otter crime.
Fishing, I've noticed, is frequently interrupted by another activity. The group huddle. This playful behavior actually insulates them against the icy water by fluffing out their dense fur. But one of them still has fish on the mind.
Ha. Me. That otter's me. Look, you see? Resilience. Persistence.
A mountain sucker.
That's why me and the otter are low-key the same. I get my bag. Oh, they do share it. Oh my god!
As winter meets the valley a bit further south, the sagebrush flats offer a lifeline for one iconic species.
Moose.
The
My
moose.
favorite character in Step Up. Chad, should we legally
Amongst
watch
the
Step Up?
sage grows bitterbrush, a vital winter food. And many moose will rely on it in the coming months. Like this old bull who I've known for years. For him, each winter now presents an increasingly difficult trial. Once king of the flats, his dominance is now ceded to younger and stronger bulls.
It's not a bull, that's a moose. Oh, look at the size of that thing. It's a chunky boy. Oh, bro, they're gonna hash it out right here. Hold up. Who we got, boys? Who we got? Right or left? Get your guesses in now.
This sparring is likely part play, as their mating season is now past.
Oh.
But it's quite clear who is the new king. For another species, the competition to breed is nearing its peak. Bighorn rams collide with a force that can equal 800 pounds.
Guys, they were just playing around, guys. Fun fact, whenever me and Betta argue, this is what we do. This is how we settle our differences. But I always win.
Into late December, this drama only intensified.
I love what this guy did with
female is ready to breed.
Matt Stafford when they won the Super Bowl.
And this one has caught the scent.
Oh, he's smoking on that Kool-Aid. Oh no.
But he's not the only one. Other rams are quick to catch on.
Let's be honest now.
And within moments,
I never lose to her.
this ewe finds herself the center of attention.
Oh, she that shit. Is this like The Bachelor? She takes each one of them out, decides a winner.
Perhaps more than she's ready for.
Ah, you can't force it, guys.
Begins.
Bro, I look-y think I can take one of these on in a fight. Mano a mano. He goes to ram me, I jump over him, take him down, sweep the legs. What the fuck? That got me so off guard.
The strategy here I've started to understand is to isolate her in a place that he can defend from rival males.
Oh, he's proving his worth. I fuck with that.
This cliffside is perfect. But now, he still has to wait for her. As December draws to an end, the shortest days of the year are past. But some of the harshest ones are still to come.
Oh, this wasn't even the worst of it?
Eventually, the sun's warmth will transform the land once again.
Oh, those are birds from Minecraft. Yep. I hate that wood.
For now, we all eagerly await.
Oh, that's from a wild robot. Did I say the coyote was from a wild robot? I've never seen one, so.
Hey guys, real quick, thank you so much for joining me. I've got a lot of exciting plans for this channel coming up, so if you enjoyed that video...
No, Jake Davis. Thank you, because now I'm watching watch this thing, bro. Whoops. I got some freaks in the chat. In my youthful days, I've seen large herds of buffalo on these prairies. But they are here no more, having gone towards the setting sun.
welcome back, guys, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. For this episode,
Oh.
I set out to film the bison rut in Yellowstone.
I ain't new.
And you know, for most of the year, if you see a bison, it's probably not doing very much. Maybe it's grazing or just laying down. So it's easy to forget that these giants, sometimes weighing over a ton, can sprint at 35 miles an hour and jump a 6-foot fence. But these few weeks in the summer are different. It's their breeding season. And so the bulls are just all fired up and they're running around displaying their strength as they compete for cows. And it is honestly a ton of fun to watch. This shoot was sponsored by
Somebody in my room?
Asus and
What the
AMD,
heck?
who sent me out with the new ProArt P16 advanced by AMD Ryzen processor to edit in the field.
Dude, if I can get like an ASU sponsorship,
Hey, how you doing? Good. How you doing?
My goal over the next couple weeks is to film one big epic
if I could get like a computer sponsorship, the first thing I'm doing with it is building a computer and giving it away.
But I do know that whenever you set out for like a really specific behavior like that, it's like
Have y'all seen the Hatsune Miku build?
first day, or you can spend weeks and weeks and weeks and never get it. Step one is find the bison. I think we got that.
Maybe just filming them with the GoPro from the car is the way to do this whole thing.
It sure seems like it's peak bison rut out there right now. I mean, they're all just bellowing nonstop. They're kicking up dust. It looks like my timing is pretty good here. Ooh, that's pretty. They're crossing the river. You can just feel the energy in the air while the rut's going on. The place feels totally different. I couldn't believe how many bison were congregated in the valley. It was more than I ever remember seeing in one place. Yellowstone is home to the largest wild bison population we have left, which is around 5,000 bison. It sounds like a lot, but it's a drop in the bucket compared to what we once had. Estimates are that prior to 1800s, up to 60 million bison roamed across the continent. Expeditions headed west would report seeing more bison than you could ever count, and coming across herds that took up to 5 days to pass. They used to be nearly everywhere. As settlers expanded west in the 1800s, bison started to be killed in the millions. First for sport,
Damn.
and then on a much larger scale to support
Damn.
the leather industry. Millions and millions were killed just for their hide, while the rest was left to rot.
Oh my god.
Between 1860 and 1880, the plains bison were wiped out from their entire range and on the brink of extinction.
All right, well, I'm just sitting here waiting for the bison to come down. They're kind of up on the hill right now. So I figure this is a good time just to kind of take a quick look at my shot list that I have here.
So I think this morning I'm going to focus on getting bison wallows and then maybe a little bit of bellowing as well.
So I guess I'm going to cruise back and forth and see if any of these bison have moved closer to the road and see if we can make some progress.
All right, well, this big circle of dust behind me is a great example of a bison wallow. And this is just where bulls, like in the rut right now, they'll just rip up the ground with their horns and their hooves until there's a bunch of just exposed dirt. And then often they'll like urinate in it and then get on the ground and roll back and forth. That way their whole coat is kind of covered in that scent. It's also
Crayons made those bison noises while fighting Grim.
and shake all that dirt off.
Yeah.
Giant cloud of dust, and as it parts, the bison
Crayons!
emerges out of it, and so it makes for a really cool video. So I think
Saying
I just
Think
set
of It by
up here off to the
KSI2.
side and just hang out. It seems like as the sun comes up in the morning, they get a little bit more active. I'm starting to hear more bellowing back there.
Golly. Crayons is my favorite streamer.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
He's gonna wallop.
Do it. Do it. Do it good. Don't even start, man. I'm trying to enjoy my bison.
Cool. Look at all that dust.
These clouds of dust are just about everywhere you look, and the sight of it is a defining marker of the bison rut. But perhaps nothing is more distinct than the sound.
Dude, I want to go to Yellowstone.
So a big part of making a nature film that I think a lot of people don't.
Y'all think y'all can take a bison in a
so
fight?
much is the audio, and really like the sounds that you hear when you're watching something like make such a big difference for how immersive and realistic that experience is. And I just try to get as much natural.
Holy
realistic
mic,
sound as I
bro.
can. And I'm gonna set up the sound equipment and just see if we can get. I want to get some bellowing. I'd like to get some of them sniffing. I've got headphones here, which help me hear exactly what I'm recording. And then I've just got this sound recorder, and then this is a microphone, and this is like a directional mic. And so,
I must go height. Bison are taller than me. $150 followers and I throw hands with a bison. Okay, there's a small percentage of bison that aren't taller than me, but there's a large number of bison that are taller than me. I'm like 5'7", 5'8". Bro, I'm fucked. No way, feet to shoulder? You're telling me here to here could be 6.5 feet tall? I thought we were measuring hind legs standing up. I was like, if they're standing on their hind legs, I thought they would be 6 foot. You're telling me? You're telling me from here to here is 6 foot? No way. No way. Dude, their humpback doesn't count. That literally doesn't count. That's like if I wear a mohawk. That's like with my long ass hair that I have right now. That's like if I put it into a mohawk and then said I was 6'1". That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Bro, they're probably like 5 foot. I need to see. You know what? I believe they're tall. What? What? Dude, they're huge. And here I am thinking I could take one in a fight. I still think I could take one in a fight. Honestly, I can duck and move, tuck and move. You know what I'm saying? Bro tries to charge me, weave. Right hook. Fuck, bro. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. This is not true. Oh, they're extinct. Oh, okay. Hola, Bede. We're seeing what animals I can take on in a fight. Is a bison bigger than a grizzly bear? Yes, bison are bigger than grizzly bears? You see, but here's the thing. I could take on a grizzly bear. I could take on a grizzly bear, no problem. Dude, I didn't realize how big bison were. This is actually crazy.
Basically, wherever I point this thing, that's what it's gonna hear.
That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, that was a good bellow there.
Dude, that's what I sound like whenever I don't eat. What the fuck? Why did I do that?
I can imagine this valley would feel so empty without these sounds. But by the late 1800s, it was totally gone. The vast herds, numbering tens of millions, had been reduced to one small population of 23 bison living in the
Oh my
interior
God.
of Yellowstone. This was the last wild herd. In an attempt to preserve what was left, the U.S. Army was charged with protecting them from poachers. And then, in 1902, as the start of recovery efforts, another 21 bison from a private ranch were brought here to Lamar Valley, where they reintroduced them. Today, Yellowstone's bison population comes from that last wild herd and those that were reintroduced. And
That's
so
good.
What makes Yellowstone really special is that it's the only place where bison have lived continuously since prehistoric times. We'll be right back to bison, but as I mentioned, Asus and AMD sponsor.
Shut up, shut up,
and
shut
they
up,
sent me
shut
out
up.
With this new Pro, I've got a link to it down in the description. As
Also,
my
I didn't
Lamar
realize that
intensity
jump
of
ahead
riding
was a
continued to
premium
grow,
feature.
and bulls were chasing cows more frequently. Bit by bit, I was chipping away at my shot list and slowly starting to build a sequence. But after a week, I still had not filmed a fight.
Per wanted in the fight? That's wild. You know what? Just
A lot
provoke
of
him.
big bulls out here right now.
You know how you provoke him? You go up to the biggest male dude and you be like, I heard little bro over there was talking to your bison. That'll get him going. That'll get him going. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You couldn't get him in a fight and you didn't think to use that method? Amateur hour over here. I thought this guy worked for the BBC.
Ooh. Oh, these two might fight. Ooh, maybe.
Hold on, I need to see how they fight so I know what to do.
Oh, that was devastatingly close. I mean, they did fight for a second, but it was just very, very short-lived. I need something longer than that. I mean, what you realize when you sit with them for a while is that they don't fight.
Guys,
very often,
stop!
You know, they resolve it pretty quickly, which makes sense because you know they can get injured or
You as
killed
hell,
here.
bro.
Every year, some bison do die from rut-related injuries. And this was one of 4 that I saw during my shoot.
Aw, that sucks.
It's always sad to see, but nothing goes to waste here. An entire bison carcass is a lot of food. And wolves had caught its scent the next morning. But by the time the pack arrived,
Alrighty,
Bison had
Heather.
already found it. And by covering it with a pile of dirt and laying on top, he was saying that he had no intentions of surrendering it.
Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great night, Heather.
Filming in Yellowstone is a weird mix of emotions.
I was about to
You
end stream
experience a moment
anyways.
like this, and it reminds you that this
I've already
place
been
is
going for
alive
2
at its
hours.
core. But then you drive down the road a little ways, and you feel like you're in a theme park, and you're overwhelmed by cars and people. And I guess I just come back to accepting that this reality is far better than any of the alternatives. And at least we still have a place where bison can roam wild.
Can you pet bison? Are bison like known to be aggressive?
Okay, I just pulled in here and there's a bull guarding a cow, and I see another big bull coming directly at them right now. So I'm gonna try to set up real quick just in case. It's one of those situations that could.
Bro, stay
turn into
strapped.
something
That's
quickly.
awesome.
All right, this guy's coming in hot.
Look at that schnauzer, bro.
And he does not like him.
Ho ho ho. Them's be fighting words, my boy, and he's taking a piss on his grave.
Ooh, was that it? Yeah, that one's backing down. Wow, well, that was pretty sick. I mean, I guess I was hoping it would last a little bit longer, but man, at this point, beggars can't be choosers. I will take that. The amount of dust that he kicked up when he first went at that other bull was just crazy. And I had enough time to at least get 2 different shot sizes. I got one kind of close up.
I low-key think I could take on a bison.
So, man, fun stuff. It's addicting, you know. You get a little dose of adrenaline like that, and you just want to keep at it.
No. I'm watching Jake Davis.
Fight I was hoping for, but I did feel like I came away with enough individual pieces to kind of create a portrait of the bison rut. And so rather than all of this culminating in one big moment or one epic fight, I felt like what I had here was more of a montage. So here it is.
How do you not know who Jake Davis is, man? Jake Davis. He's a photographer. He's a film guy who works for the BBC, and he works on nature documentaries. And he's giving us high quality nature documentaries for free on the YouTubes. Put some respect on his name, man. He's doing God's work. He made a documentary about bears. That was sick. See, that's the problem with y'all guys, bro. Y'all don't be respecting nature like I do. Damn! I think if I get a running start, I could push him over. See, here's the problem with bison, bro. They're too linear. They're too linear. They charge at me, weave, kick to the stomach, right hook to the skull. They're
Hey guys,
too
real
readable,
quick,
man.
Thanks so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed that video, consider dropping
Beating Minecraft, but I can't break the laws of Judaism. All right. Okay. Bro's got shorts. Oh, look, he filmed 2 brown Blairs playing
Wow,
with
they
each
must
other.
know each other. You can see the size difference really well from this perspective. It's like that bigger one wants something, but he just doesn't want to force it. Okay, I guess he just wants to play.
Blair's. Like the Blair Witch Project? What are you talking about? I did not say Blair's. I said bears. Bears, like whenever I'm a little hungry, bears. Revealed in nature with Jack Daniels. Yeah. He's a BBC cameraman. Ah, I wish I could watch this. Wish I could watch that on stream. Oh, what the hell? Top 5 whale scenes. Can I watch it? It's BBC Earth. I don't think I can watch that. Could watch volleyball. All 8 species of bears. They forgot one. Me. I never know what I can watch on YouTube. But I've assumed that if it's like big, what's it called? Like big companies like Discovery, I don't think I can watch that. Historian answers Wild West questions. Curious George, you could not take on a monkey, bro. Let's be honest. The hell? Get this garbage off my thing, bro. Actually, I like Shotzi. He's cool. I just don't like Optic. Sink or skin? It's basically taking you on? What do you mean? I honestly thought that bro was hitting the cat's eye dance from the commercial, or from the Gap jeans commercial. But a monkey would fuck you up, bro. More badass than you think. The insane biology of the pangolin. Pangolin? Pangolin? Pangolin. Hunting giant bull moose in Alaska. Is that allowed? Raccoon tries most popular chips to see which chip is the best. You know what? Hell yeah. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Let's decide. I am not watching Tengo Talento, Mucho Talento. Let's try to decide. I'm going off of what I think is better. I like Sun Chips. I've always liked Sun Chips. I haven't had them since I was little, but from what I can remember, I always liked the Harvest Cheddar more than I did the original. So I think the raccoon,
Right off the bat, we'll be starting
the
off with
raccoon is gonna like
Sun Chips.
the Harvest
On the left
Cheddar.
side, we have original, and on the right, we have my personal favorite, cheddar. Here we have our contestant, Piper, to give us her opinion on her favorite chip. With a shocking first pick, she has chosen the original. After such a hasty choice, one must wonder, is she actually choosing her preference, or is she trying to hurry up and steal anything she can before being removed from this smorgasbord? It seems that her recent escapades has brought her face to face with the other flavor. Now that both chips have been sampled, which is she going to return to? It appears she's going for the original Sun Chip flavor. I did not expect this turn.
Dude, that's not even fair, bro. That's not even fair. You move the bags out of the way. Oh my gosh.
Here we have an instant replay on our other camera.
Can I get a new
Oh, here
raccoon?
she goes running off to enjoy her new bounty.
I need a new raccoon. This one's broken.
It appears that the original flavor is the definitive.
Wait a second.
minute. Hold the phone. It looks like she has returned to the cheddar chips for a second taste test.
There we go. There we
And
go.
so
I knew
far,
I
she
liked
seems
this
to be
raccoon.
enjoying it. Let's set this experiment up once again. and
I
see
knew I
what
liked
she
this
decides
raccoon.
to go with. Now here we go
Queen
with
ship.
round 2. And right off the bat, she headed towards the original flavored Sun Chip.
I fucking hate
Now
this
with the
raccoon.
match this close, we're going to go for a third and final round. Which Sun Chip has the best flavor? And there you go. She's sniffing the cheddar flavor. Is this it, folks? What is that? We have the old
Oh my
switcheroo.
God.
After getting
This
one
this
sniff of that
raccoon, something's
cheddar,
wrong
she
with this.
knew the original was the flavor
Something's
for
wrong with this
her.
raccoon.
With an unexpected
Sub.
twist, the original flavor
Sub.
Sun Chip wins the round.
Sup? Ref, do something about this. This one's broken. I don't like barbecue.
Okay, now starting
Honestly,
off our
these
new
ones
round, we have
don't care
Lay's
about.
original barbecue chips up against Lay's baked barbecue. The original barbecue chips have a strong initial flavor, but quickly become soggy, whereas the baked barbecue, although less flavorful, have a satisfying crunch. I believe this will come down to what Piper values more, flavor.
I don't like barbecue. I've never
Now
liked
it's time to
barbecue.
let her decide.
If there's barbecue out of
Just
function,
because our contestant has had too many chips from our last round, she can hardly get up on the counter.
I'll leave the function low key. Get up there,
We're gonna
girl.
Send in our assistant to aid in helping her up. After a slight setback, round
There we go,
two is
we're back.
finally commenced. Right off the bat, we see our contestant Piper head to the Lay's original barbecue. With such a strong flavor profile, she probably could smell them the whole time she was trying to get back up on the counter. And as you can see, that sweet tangy barbecue flavor is really keeping her quite busy. Here we go, moment of truth. She has turned back to the original barbecue once again, not even giving the baked chip a chance.
I feel like this is rigged from the start,
Alright,
man.
she goes back for a third time. She takes a peek at her competitor and quickly snubs it. This reduced fat chip holds no interest for our picky raccoon. As she tries picking up her chip of choice, she accidentally drops it into the baked barbecue plate. Will she be able to tell the difference, or will she be bamboozled into trying one of these chips?
It is
Let's
crazy
get
that
back to
she
the
knew.
instant replay to get a closer look. As
It's
you
crazy
can
that she
clearly
knew.
see, without looking and by touch alone, she's able to distinguish that tangy goodness from the stale cardboard of a baked barbecue chip.
Okay.
At this point, there is
Why do I feel like the commentator doesn't like the baked ones? I feel like he kind of took a jab at the baked Lays for no reason there.
no question.
Flaming it
original
for no
Lay's
reason. What the
barbecue chip
fuck?
Wins hands down. They are so good. In fact, we have some of our audience here today trying to get some of their own. We can see here that Piper is actually trying to hand out some of these to the audience. He thought these were way too good just to keep to himself. There you have it, folks. The original barbecue chips are the winner.
Baked Lays are trash. I don't think I've ever had them. Frito chili cheese.
Up next, we have a Fritos original versus
Fritos chili cheese. I love
If I had to
Fritos
guess,
original,
the lackluster
but I
taste
love
of
Fritos chili cheese
original
way better.
will underwhelm our contestant, especially when compared with the complex burst of flavor from the chili cheese Frito. I believe this chip is going to outshine its bland competitor. Right out the gate, Piper goes to the original flavor first. With such a bland first choice, one might think she's just trying to cleanse her palate from the barbecue chips of the last round. And there we go. We see a more
Oh
sensible
my
choice for
gosh,
Piper.
bro. Don't say
With the
Fritos aren't
Piper
good.
going
You're
on,
literally
no way
delusional.
should we headed back to the original flavor. Oh no, we had a fumble. Here's an up close of the chip she dropped. Without much hesitation, she picks it back up and quickly makes a snack of it. I guess she's gonna try the original Fritos after all. Did you see that? She just tossed that chip aside with no hesitation. She wanted to stomp on that little chip's parade. Be gone, she said. There's only enough room for one Frito chip, and it's not you. Look at this, I'm pulling these chili cheese Fritos away, and she said, not today. I am not going to be stuck with these blonde chips any longer. Now pause off the goods. And with that, folks, we have a landslide victory. Chili cheese Fritos.
They're only good in Frito pies.
Of this round.
Bro, Fritos chili cheese are literally just a
Next up, we have
Frito
Cool
pie.
Ranch Doritos versus Nacho Cheese Doritos. Who hired this guy? He can't even pour a bag of chips.
Alright, I'm gonna say a controversial take. And y'all can't hate me for it. But recently, I found Cool Ranch to be better than the cheesy ones. Than the nacho cheese.
Help these days. Now our stage is all set up, so let's get ready for round 3. What is this? Another member of the audience is checking out our snacks? Where's the security around here? Security! Is probably the guy who can't even pour the chips properly. Well, in that case, I guess our contestant is going to have a guest on the show this round. Did you see that? Our guest tried to throw hands. Let's take a look at the instant replay. He probably realized he was on camera and thought twice about it.
Spicy cheese is the best one.
Security, can we get our guest out of here, please?
Look, if the raccoon didn't choose the Harvesty Cheddar Sun Chips cheese, I 100% know that it's not going to choose the nacho cheese Schmeritos. And it's going to go for the Cool Ranch Carlitos over the nacho cheese burritos.
I just want to apologize to the audience for that interruption. Now for a little recap. It seems that both sides are evenly matched. However, there appears to be a slight bias towards the nacho cheese flavor. Can we get a moment of silence while our contestant deliberates her choice during this integral moment?
If she goes for the nacho cheese Carlitos, I'm going to be
She really seems
pissed.
to be enjoying that cheesy goodness. You can even see her licking the crumbs off of the counter.
Because how are you
licking
going
the
to choose
dust off her
nacho cheese
feet.
Doritos over, what's it called? The Sun Chips Cheddar. So literally the same chip. Also, is this good for the raccoon? Can a raccoon have this much junk food? What's a raccoon's diet? Don't raccoons actually just eat trash?
What is with the audience? They're all trying to get their 15 seconds of fame, I guess. I think this is going to be the last time we film with a live audience, folks.
Dude, that kid's
What was that?
fat.
What do you mean they boost our ratings? Yes, I'm aware the internet loves cats. But the audience...
What do you mean that the ranch has too much going
Let's leave it
on?
up to the
I
audience.
feel like it's a
Vote below
perfect
if you wanna see
blend
more of our cats in
of
these
cool
videos.
and ranch.
But folks, it looks like the nacho cheese chip is the winner after all.
Bro, I never had a what's it called? Had a perfect Cool Ranch
Up
chip.
next, we have our recent winner, Doritos, versus the heavy hitter, the original Lay's barbecue chips. And right off the bat, we see a commanding lead with the barbecue chips. It may be too early to even say this, but can this chip even be stopped? I have yet to see any equal in the eyes of this raccoon. Let's go ahead and set up this experiment once again to make sure she's giving both competitors a fighting chance. After all, this is the semifinals. We know both chips were at one point a preferred choice. And look what we
Look at
have.
that.
She's giving the Doritos a second chance. Will the Doritos be like the other chips, tried once and casually tossed aside? Or will she go back to them as her preferred snack of choice?
But didn't the
Here it is.
raccoon
She has a
also
second
choose the
return.
chili
This
cheese
once
one too?
undefeated chip is finally showing signs of weakness.
I feel like
For a
chili
third
cheese
time,
is a
she
pretty
returns to the Doritos.
complex
She knows the
chip.
other plate has a pile
The
of
Fritos
delicious
chili cheese, I
goodness,
should say.
Yet she still chooses the plate with Doritos in an upsetting turn of events.
Round 3. Where we going? Look at that.
Up next, we have the Sun Chips Original versus the Fritos Chili Cheese.
It's gotta go chili cheese,
It's
man.
anyone's guess on which chip will win. I did not expect the original flavor to take the lead when compared to its previous cheese.
I'm guessing the chili cheese is gonna have a run.
Bland chip compared to the flavor-filled chili cheese Fritos. If I had to guess, I would say the Fritos will come out victorious, but I've been wrong before, and it appears that way, folks. She's already gone straight for the Sun Chips. She's pulled them aside like it's the only chip for her. Let's see.
Bro, what is on your
happens when
shirt,
we
brother?
swap around the plates to see if that will affect her decision. Will we catch her in indecisiveness? And it appears she fell for the bait. Now we will add some Sun Chips to the Frito plate. It looks like the Fritos might be taking the lead. Oh, she dropped it. What is this? She's going directly to the bag of Sun Chips. It appears Piper knows exactly what she wants.
You see, I feel like the bags on the plate, the bags on the table shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be there. Do what he did before and mix them together after she's been indecisive for so long.
After all, here we have more footage of her going after those golden delicious Sun Chips.
I don't like this raccoon. I don't like this raccoon. The bags just cause too much interference. I feel like if she sees a bag, she's gonna walk to the bag. And then it's game from there. How? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. She just wants to mess with the bag. And how is she gonna choose original Sun Chips over chili cheese Fritos? Are you kidding
one
me?
and all to the finale. We have Doritos versus the one and only Sun Chips Original. If you told me the original Sun Chips were going to be in the finale, I would have laughed. But this is no joke, folks. It has made it. But unfortunately, this is not going so well for them. But Piper loves a comeback story. We have seen many a chip with a strong start only to fall.
What does
to the
Piper have to
wayside
come
shortly
back to,
after.
bro?
But here we see Piper visit the Doritos for a second time. With a massive grab, Piper takes half the plate. Although it appears one-sided, Doritos is not out of the woods quite yet. Let's see how she does with a one-on-one chip decision. Here we grab a single chip from each plate and present her one last choice. And right off the bat, she puts a paw on the Doritos.
Why are we changing the format in such late stages of the competition? What are we doing? What are we doing? We were doing big batches on the plate. Then we mixed the plate around and now we're doing one-on-ones? What?
Dorito. Does that seal its fate? And she grabbed the Dorito. 3 out of 3 times she chose Doritos. After coming so far, the original Sun Chips got shut
Bad
out.
formatting.
Dorito takes the victory. When have you ever seen a cuter victory than this? As you can see, Piper has not gotten enough of these Doritos.
Bad formatting. Bad judge. I mean, we gotta be better on the. We gotta be better. We gotta be better.
But anyways, thanks again for watching, and be sure to check out our shirts and hoodies. Link in the description. Also, enjoy this bonus footage at the end. It's going to be commentary free, so if you want to see a cute raccoon eating chips, then...
Also, I want to show y'all the Hatsune Miku. The Miku PC. Ha!
Who sent me their entire collaboration with Hatsune Miku, and I'm so excited to build with everything.
Chat, how many likes on TikTok to buy this PC?
Let's unbox everything and talk about prices. Starting with the X870E motherboard, which starts
Also, listen to the pricing of this freaking PC, bro. It's crazy.
at $600. It actually came with this really cute acrylic stand for your phone.
The instruction booklet is so cute.
$600 motherboard. Write it down.
Oh my god, me IRL. And all of the instructions have a little like Miku drawing in it.
It also came with the sticker sheet and a card.
Where's crayons
It
when you need
supports
them?
AMD M5 processors, so Ryzen 7000 and 9000 series. It also supports DDR5, and it has Wi-Fi 7 on board. It has
600,000 likes?
IO, which is super nice. I also love that all of the SSD slots feature a screwless installation, so you can remove the heatsink without unscrewing it. And it's just covered in so many cute little details just all over the board, even on the back. And the part that everyone's been talking about, the custom Miku RTX 5080, this is retailing for $1,900, which is a little insane, but it looks amazing, you guys.
$600 motherboard, $1,900 GPU. We're already at $2,500. 2 parts. That's almost as expensive as my PC.
No way. I love seeing what freebies Asus throws in with their GPUs, and this time it's a custom GPU keycap which has moving fans. I'm obsessed. They also threw in this ruler, and here's the part we've been waiting for.
A Leek GPU stand.
This is a fucking
Y'all,
chunky
when I
ass
said this card was
GPU though.
beefy, my arms were literally struggling to hold this up when I was installing it, but it looks so gorgeous. This is an ROG Astral card, which means it has the 4th fan on the back of the GPU. And I think it's really cool that they even made the retention bracket teal as well. The power supply in this collaboration is the ROG Thor
The
1200
5K
watt
series is
platinum
crazy.
rated power supply, and it's currently going for $650. It came with
$3,150.
a bunch of Velcro ties, another card, an instruction manual, and this little emblem that you can stick on the power supply. I was actually stoked to see that both the 24-pin and the 12-volt 2x6 GPU cable came with custom sleeving to match the theme, which I've seen some themed power supplies that didn't include this, so I'm really happy about that. The one thing that I do feel like was missing was cable combs for the 24-pin power cable, but that's something that you can easily 3D print or just order. I ended up sticking on the custom Miku emblem onto the side, and you can actually swap the side of the little OLED screen that you see here. It's just magnetic, so you can pull it off and swap it over to the other side depending on how you want to mount the power supply.
That is a close power
The
supply
next
though, I'm
item
not
in this
gonna lie.
collection is the ROG Rio 4 360mm ARGB cooler with a curved LCD screen on it. And this one is retailing for $500. And finally,
$3,650.
the case. This is the Helios 2 case, and the Miku edition is going for $430.
$4,000. $4,080.
Oh my gosh, you guys, look what Asus sent over. The trusty Dusty. Aw, it's like themed. It's got a bunch of screws.
Okay,
and a
brother.
little card. They have these straps, look. Raw! Oh my god, period. Things I did, that. All right, I'm tired. Let's do the rest tomorrow.
Dude, that's not even including the DDR5 RAM, the CPU, and the storage. Asus, hit me up, bro. Asus, hit me up. Let's do some business. Let's give away a PC. Let's give away a Hatsune Miku PC. Let's give back to this amazing community that I have. Dude, I know Crayons would love this PC. I wonder what it's pulling. Okay, hold on. You can see what they have. She has DDR5 RAM. I can't see the storage. Ryzen 7 probably 3800 XD or whatever. DX, I can't remember what the card is. This is like a $5,000 PC. Asus, hit me up. Asus, hit me up, bro. Asus, I will do a live stream, face reveal, live stream of me building this Hatsune Miku PC in a Hatsune Miku cosplay. And I will give it away to one of my viewers. Asus, let's make it happen. You could be the reason my viewers see my face for the first time. Let's make it happen. But with that being said, I am going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. Oh, I just got a crick in my neck. Ow. Ow. Oh, that hurt so bad. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, I'm dying. Chat, send me 50 gifted to make it feel better. Oh, that hurts so bad. But thank you guys so much for watching this stream. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. If y'all did, make sure to head on over to youtube.com/I'mEric2. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like on the stream is greatly appreciated. And while you're at it, head on over to twitch.tv/I'mEric2. Hit that follow. We're on a mission to reach 250 followers by the end of the year. And I will be begging every single day until it gets done. So please, 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 let's make it happen. But with that being said, all of you beautiful people, y'all stay safe. Drink water. See ya.